It's been a while due to the MCO, and I haven't been able to collect my warranty booklet, the Evoclub extended warranty. So today is the day whereby I will head back to the inspection center to collect my warranty booklet so that you guys can know how the process is. Alright. I always love starting this car. Everything comes alive. Yeah. Let's go. It's been almost, it's not almost, it's more than 3 months since I've did the inspection, and they have activated my extended warranty. And oh, this is my wife's sitting position. I'm gonna adjust it to mine. Yeah, so for those of you who did not know, when I got this car, it's also almost the time whereby we have established the Evoclub extended warranty. A quick recap on why we took the effort and all the trouble to create the Evoclub extended warranty, right? Because we believe there are a lot of good cars out there, and a lot of car owners, this is more for non-car guys in a way, because not everybody is a car person, not everybody understands cars, and so there are a lot of car owners who felt helpless when their new car warranty is out, right? They feel really, really helpless, and they're scared, and that's why they quickly sell off their cars, and then they get lowballed by dealers, and then the snowball goes on, right? But we always believe that modern cars can outlive 5, 6, 7 years, right? With minimal maintenance and well taken care of, they can last. These are good cars, right? So we want to alleviate that fear. The second thing is that there are a lot of people who are out there trying to buy into used cars as a means of upgrade. Someone like me, for example, I wouldn't be able to afford a brand new Audi RS6, right? It would be prohibitively expensive. Of course, it's not brought into Malaysia brand new, but let me tell you this Audi RS6 C7 generation was more expensive than the Audi R8 V10 when it was launched back in 2013. And can you imagine this car being 1.2 million if it is officially brought into Malaysia, right? And even if the recon car, reconditioned one, let's say a 2016, 2017, it would cost about 600,000, 700,000 ringgit, 800,000 ringgit. It would cost around there. The newer it is, the higher spec it is, right? I wouldn't be able to afford. But I found this, which is my dream car, at a price that I can afford, but is a used car, and if it is in immaculate condition, why not? So that's why when I found this, and then it's also the time we launched Evoclub extended warranty, and then I went ahead and did the inspection at Prestige Car Care. I do not know the people at Prestige Car Care before Evoclub warranty. I do not know the boss. I don't know anybody there. It is just one of the workshops that are listed together with our partner GMR. Okay, and I must tell you, the experience is just wonderful. I've been telling all my friends when they ask me, oh, where do I go for inspection, I always tell them to go there. I mean, in a way it's just because it's near me, but of course there are a lot of other workshops that are great as well. So I went there, and then they did the inspection on my car, they checked everything, and I passed the inspection, and hence I can purchase my own Evoclub extended warranty. Right? Of course I purchased it from my partner, and my partner is backed. Our partner is backed by RHB, right? The thing is this, they usually do not offer walk-in customers. That means you have a current car, you want to buy their extended warranty, it's a no, it's a big no. They only deal with dealership groups. Basically, when you buy a reconditioned car, right, from all the reconditioned dealers, if the cars are in good condition and all that, they will provide the warranty that comes together with the purchase of the car, right? They only do that. They don't do like other customers that are out there and just walk in, they wanted to buy a warranty. I mean, let's put it this way, you can't suddenly go and buy health insurance when you finally realize you have some health problems, right? It doesn't work that way, right? Either you buy day one or whatever. But working together with Evo, which we've spent 2 years trying to do something like this. Remember 2 years ago, we had one inspection center, Burns, where we want to help people who wants to buy used or recon cars to get an inspection done. That was our dream. It is not a profitable dream. It has nothing to do with profitability. We wanted to do something that is good for car owners. But at the time we only have one partner, one workshop at Segambut there, and we can only serve the KL people, you know. So we have requests that came in from Penang, from Johor, from other places, and we've been struggling trying to see how we can help Malaysian car buyers, right? So we're very happy that when we finally established this with GMR, and they are legal, 100% legal. They are backed by an insurance company. They are not those where they just launch their own insurance package, which is actually transferring costs without a license is illegal in Malaysia. And these guys are legal, and they are the biggest out there, so very trustworthy. So that's why we're happy to found this partner, and I passed my inspection, got my warranty, and then MCO happened, so I couldn't collect the booklet and go through the process with my partner. And today I'm gonna do it. And I know some of you, our Evo readers, were rather frustrated when you guys learned that you have this Evoclub extended warranty, and then you paid the booking to go for the inspection and all that, but you couldn't get the inspection slot earlier on. That's solely because of MCO, right? It's solely because of MCO that the workshops are closed at first. Then when the workshops are open, some of the staffs of our partner or the workshop, they are stuck in their own states, right? So all this add up is it just became a mismatch of sudden expectation of service with manpower and all that. But we can clearly say now that everything should be back gradually within the next 2 weeks. As you can see, the traffic jam is back. Everything should be back in the next 2 weeks, and we're hopeful that this Evoclub extended warranty can serve more Malaysians. Alright, after a U-turn, I'll be at the Sungai Besi. Basically, they are next to Porsche. The old Porsche Sungai Besi. They are next to it. Yep. So I'm going there, and I'm gonna collect my booklet, and then later on we'll go through the details together with my partner from GMR. All right. Cheers. So I've arrived at Prestige Car Care. This is the inspection center. So today I will bring you guys through the process of the warranty booklet. Basically, I'm collecting my own booklet, and this is the process that we will go through in while activating your warranty for your vehicle. All right, and let's go through this. This is Gerard. Of course, you won't be meeting him, you will be meeting his staff, but because I'm slightly more important than you, so he came and see me. No, okay, so basically this is the process that we will go through, and later on I'm going to go through in detail. And of course, Bing is here as well with me, so that what you are going to see today will exactly be what you will experience in collecting your warranty booklet and knowing the intricacies and the details in it, right? Okay, so this is the usual process. Basically, once your car's inspection was done, you are told that you have passed your inspection. Then you continue with the second part of the payment, and once it's done, and then you will get an appointment whereby someone from GMR will meet you and go through this process like what I'm going through now. Alright? Let's start.
Okay, Bobby, so this is the warranty booklet that
You
will receive.
This is how it looks like, and this is legal because, yeah, see this logo? Okay, it's not Bobby Ang warranty whereby I have two pockets. I collect your money, put inside, and then when your car needs fixing, I decide whether I want to pay you or not. This is an actual insurance-backed warranty whereby there is legal documents and all that involved. Okay? Yeah.
Okay, so on the booklet, what we do is we'll fill in the owner's detail. So here is Bobby Ang.
Yeah.
So with your address, the vehicle make model. Most important here actually is the registration date and the mileage. So usually this will coincide with your inspections date and mileage. That is where the initial stage of the starting of the warranty will be.
Yeah.
Okay. So on here you can see this is the service maintenance requirement. So under the warranty period, you are required to service your vehicle with our panel workshop.
Yeah.
Every 6 months or 10,000 kilometers, whichever come first basis.
So 2 service every year, mandatory.
Yes, within the warranty period, because the warranty will cover you for 1 year, 25,000 kilometers.
Yeah.
So minimum will be 2, but if customers who go for semi-synthetic, then it will be more than 2. It will be at least of 3. Because when you're going with semi-synthetic, you are running at 7,000 kilometers for months. That's the gap for the semi-synthetic service interval.
But I can change engine oil as frequent as I want.
Yes.
I need to meet the minimum requirement.
Yes.
And even if I don't drive my car, by 6 months, I have to go and service.
You should at least, even if you, let's say if you only use your car for 3,000 kilometers within 6 months, okay, the least that you should do, that we require to do, is to come to the workshop for a checkup. The workshop will decide for you whether a service is a must or not.
That means, by hook or by crook, there should be 2 visits.
Yes.
To the list of workshops that is under, which is listed on our website, 78 locations nationwide, and big ones like this that can serve as inspection centers, 42 of them.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So there is a allowance for 500 kilometer or 10 days on the 6 months 10,000 kilometer, because sometimes we also understand you might be outstation or you might be busy you know, or you might not even be in Malaysia.
Yeah.
So we do provide that kind of allowance. So all the workshops can be found on our website, which you already know lah.
So during MCO, did you all extend it?
Okay, during NCO, what happens is any customer service interval that fall within the NCO period, we will follow all the way until the CMCO's extension. Not the RMCO, only until the CMCO.
Yeah, RMCO 6 months, right?
Yes.
What the hell?
Only until the CMCO's extension.
Okay.
So we will follow that for the service interval.
Mm.
Okay, so this is the towing number.
Yeah.
So what happens with the towing is we provide towing on breakdown. That means that if you have a tire puncture, this type we do not cover that. But battery we can do assist, but we don't cover your battery.
Yeah.
Okay, so for towing purposes, it's up to 300 ringgit for per tow. Okay, the reason for the cap is if we do not provide a cap, then customers in Terengganu who drives a Porsche will want to tow their car every time to KL. Right, people will do that. I drive a Porsche, I drive it in Terengganu. I know there are no good workshops there. Every time some small light comes up, I'll call you. I want to tow to KL. If there is no limit to it.
Understand.
So there is a limit of 300. Usually within a major city, 300 is considered either sufficient or just slightly.
300 would have a radius of around 20 km.
No,
30,
more than that.
More than that.
Easily more than that. Usually the cost goes a bit higher when if you are in the basement, you're a huge car, or your brake lock. Then they will require what we call a baby wheel. So whenever the tow truck people come in with the baby wheel, then that is a slightly additional cost. Because number one, not all tow trucks come with baby wheels. And basements are usually the most expensive ones.
The tow truck have to go in.
It's very hard because then some, depending on what car, what basement, we have had 2 tow trucks before. So one just to go in to get him out of the basement,
and
the other one
to load on top the
to get you outside. So then that kind, the cost elevates a lot.
Okay. Understand.
Are all your tow trucks flatbed or?
Not really, it depends on area. Why I say that is because let's say if you're talking about in KL, yes, it's a lot easier for us to get flatbeds. But let's say if you break down in Segamat, then choice is not much of an option for us
Or
anymore.
if you drive an Audi.
Something like that.
Right? Because Audi is permanent 4-wheel drive.
Yes.
Mechanical 4-wheel drive.
Yes.
There's no choice. It has to be a flatbed.
Yes.
BMW technically you can tow the rear wheels technically, right?
So I mean it depends a lot on location and also your car and also the scenario lah.
Okay.
Because another problem that we have faced before, very seldom lah, is about releasing the brake one.
Brake lock.
Because not all tow truck can do that. Some they cannot do. Then that might lengthen the whole process a bit. Okay, so that's on towing. So within the warranty period, 1 year or 25,000 kilometer, the claim limit is 7,500 per claim. 40,000 is aggregate. Okay, so that means that 7,500 is for per single claim of your vehicle's breakdown.
Okay.
Irregardless of how many components we are talking about, okay, it is for one symptom, one problem. But if your car comes in with 2 problems, it's still considered as one case, one claim.
Basically, one-time claim max 7,500.
Okay, so regarding the 7,500, we don't have a minimum. We don't do excess, we don't do processing fee, there's no such thing. If it ever happens with any one of our workshop, please call us directly, very fast, urgent.
No processing fee?
No processing fee, no excess charge, and no minimum. That means if we do cover the item, even if it's as low as 100 ringgit, it is your right to claim for it, to ask for the submission of claim for it.
Okay.
We wouldn't say, the part must be a minimum of 500 above. That's number one.
Yeah.
And we won't charge you any processing. Our workshops are not supposed to charge you any processing. There should not be excess charge. Okay. So the 40,000 aggregate means that within the tenure of the warranty, you can add up all the way until you hit 40,000.
In 1 year?
In the tenure.
Which is 1 year
1 year,
25,000
yes.
km, right? Okay.
Okay. So for our warranty program for the used car, we have a cooling period. Okay, it's just a bit short, 7 days, 500 kilometers. You have to fulfill both.
Yeah.
That means even if in 7 days you do not drive 500 kilometers, you have to continue driving it until it hits 500. You have to fulfill both.
Yeah. Then only the warranty
will initiate. It will initiate. It's just the most minimal that we put in now.
Yeah. Your car has to be
Usually
able to drive 500 km.
Usually for used car, you should be thinking somewhere around at least 21, 30 days, 1,000 to 1,005 kilometer minimum we were talking about. But then when we designed the whole plan is we wanted the customers to enjoy whatever we're providing as soon as possible. That's why all our cars must come with inspection.
Okay.
Yes, we could have said no need inspection. We just go on cooling period longer so that your car runs in and we know nothing's wrong. But we wanted customers to enjoy it as soon as possible.
Actually, next time you can tell customer, you want us to give you warranty, you have to prove your car is healthy enough.
Yeah.
You join Evo and Euro.
That
all the way there, come back.
Come back, definitely good.
Or it was good, then all the way there
and come back and something happened. Okay, so this is that part. Okay, so coming down to the component of coverage.
Okay.
So what you see here is the black one is basically like a topic, So you have a system. So you get turbo, supercharger, then you get the engine. We separate out these things because we don't feel that it's part of the engine.
I see another aircon compressor.
No, there's no aircon compressor under this one. Because aircon compressor, if we put on the used car, sorry to say but there will be certain make and model will always come for it. I don't want to mention make and model but there is certain make and model that will always come for it. We don't even need to advertise, they will come for it. Because they know it will happen. See, Bang also nodding her head, she knows. There are certain make and model. Okay, never mind, we skip that part.
Off camera we discuss.
Okay, off camera we discuss. Every brand definitely there's some
aircon
batch
compressor
problem.
is a wear and tear thing. It's a major wear and tear thing, right?
Okay, you see the problem is, for instance, I give you an example Okay, water pump. Is water pump a wear and tear?
Yes.
Okay. Under German, they will tell you this thing is wear and tear. 120,000 must change.
But Japanese
don't say anything. Problem is people's mentality over it. They feel like it's a pump, it will run forever. But in German's design philosophy is this thing is safety issue. You should get it replaced within how long. That's why they make it leak.
I always say this, there's a law of motion. Things that move will stop moving one day. So as long as the thing moves, I will regard it as a wear and tear.
Okay,
in
a way, yes. But I mean, okay. Say for instance, you look at piston. We use piston as an example. Piston moves the most in the whole car. Is it wear and tear? I can tell you what you say is true to a part. It is wear and tear because it's moving the most.
But we have to factor in time.
No, you have to factor in the human intervention of servicing and maintaining the engine. But the thing like for water pump, you don't actually go and service maintain the water pump. So
it is an item.
For normal people, they would think that because the lifespan is so long, they won't treat it as wear and tear. If you're looking at a 5-10 years, water pump is a wear and tear. If you're looking at a 6 months, 1 year, then it can become something that is incidental. That's the difference.
So you guys cover water pump?
No, we don't cover.
Okay,
so
understand.
For used car, basically what we're talking about in a nutshell is most important, we're talking about your brain and your heart of the vehicle. Okay, so the brain and the heart will be the engine and the transmission and the control units in the engine and transmission. But for this plan, we do add in some small goodies into it. For instance, a few more sensors, some of them placed inside the engine or maybe on the outer side of the engine. Some of them not there, it's slightly on the bottom. For instance, your O2 sensor, these things are at the bottom. Okay, so what we did was we add in more sensors into the whole coverage of the engine and transmission. Then we do have a little bit on your braking system. We have your master pump there. Then another few more electronics, small things. For instance, your airbag control module, the sensor, and the sunroof motor, wiper motor. So the additional things that we add in is just small things just to complement the.
Both of us looking at where's the cabriolet motor?
Sunroof motor.
We don't add that one in because certain
Crazy
brands.
expensive, right?
That's the problem. Certain brand when they design this thing, the hydraulic comes with it. Certain brand is separated. The problem is when it comes with it, hydraulic rosak or motor rosak. But you cannot break down the parts. When you order, it comes in one, and the cost shoots up like crazy. But then it is very hard for us to design something to say exclude. If your part is this not attached.
But I think to be fair, okay, I'm gonna flash all these on the screen, so don't worry. Okay, I think what's the purpose of extended warranty is to ensure you can get your car fixed. You are not caught financially, right? So in a way, certain things why they don't put in, because it doesn't make sense. If they put in cabriolet and all that, right, they're gonna raise the base price
Yes.
of the premium, right? And they have to hit a balance whereby the program allows you to continue drive your car without suffering a financial impact that you might be caught in trouble, and also is priced at right enough so that people can actually buy it. What's the point of buying an extended warranty that costs 20,000, let's say, right? Even if it can protect you 50 or 100, doesn't make sense, right? So I think you guys have to do that. It's just that like your health insurance, right? It fixes critical stuffs, not when the more normal stuff like your nose block and all that nonsense, you know, those, yeah.
But the very hard part for us to hit a balance is because no matter what we say, the volume for these type of things are not so huge yet. It's not a medical card. You know, medical card is very well known. You know,
so they can reduce the price.
Because with the growth of the base, then the number one is better data collection also. Okay, so basically this is how the coverage is. Okay, so now that we know how the coverage is and we know what is the claim limit like, I want to touch a bit of this. Okay, so whenever something happens to your car, say engine light comes up, a transmission fault comes up, so what you do is you can either contact us first, or you can just directly come to the panel workshop, each and any one of them.
With the booklet.
With the booklet in hand, you come. So they will check. After they check, they will submit on your behalf. Don't worry, you don't have to do the paperwork. We don't like customers doing paperwork. The workshops will do it. After they've done it, so they send to us. If it was a very quick troubleshoot check, you know, they can find out and identify the problem in the morning. They send it to us in the morning. We try our best to get it done in the afternoon. That means we'll come, we'll survey, we'll visit, we'll check on what are the components, the pricing, the availability of the parts. If not, then most likely it's going to be the next day. Okay, so after we check, we come back. The component, let's say for instance, we go with your car and torque converter one. I don't think.
Torque converter.
Okay, say mechatronic. Mechatronic. Your car definitely have mechatronic. Okay, say mechatronic sport. Okay, so our method of dealing with the claim is any component that is covered in your warranty, the part and the labor together. We will never separate out, say I only cover your part, I don't cover your labor, or I tell you your part I can only cover X amount. We won't do that. We will go as far as our limit allows us to go based on what we cover. Okay, so that is just something to let you know because we have had customers ask us before, you know, like, what if later you say you cover this but then you only give me so X amount. So we don't do that.
Most customers worry because they think that, like some other warranties providers, it is a single entity. They thought GMR, or in this instance what I'm buying, Evoclub extended warranty, you guys thought that we and the 70 workshops all are one single entity, one account, profit and loss sheet, which is not that case because they themselves is a business.
Yes.
They are your panel service workshop. They fix the cars, they freaking build them.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
The workshops actually build them. And of course they are backed by RHB, and you guys will pay the workshop.
Yes.
If they don't pay the workshop won't take GMR or Evoclub extended warranty customers. If they delay their payment, they won't release your car.
They will take you. The first thing they'll tell you is pay cash.
Yeah. They will tell me to pay cash first, then claim back.
Okay,
right?
so this is a very good point.
Right?
Under our warranty program, when it comes to a claim, we do not ask our customers to pay upfront.
Yeah.
Unless the limit is not enough. Unless the limit is not enough. For instance, the part costs 10,000. Our limit is 7,500 plus labor, 10,000 plus labor, 11,000. So I'm sorry to say the customer has to top up the balance of the 3,500, which we will cover up to 7,500. But yes, but as long as the limit is not exceeded, the customer is not required to pay upfront in terms of the repair. Okay, we will never ask the customer to do that. If our workshop do ask you to do that, same thing. Urgently, please faster call us. There is something wrong.
You see or not, guys? They are not one single entity. If they are one single entity, then you're like, hey, will you approve or not? Will you try and find ways to save costs and all that? There's no such thing because it is all individual parties. So to the workshop, whatever they need to spend to fix the car, they know it will be paid by them, right? And the workshop is worried that customer will complain the workshop because if we complain them and consistently there are such things, they will cut them out. So they don't receive business from them, right? But it's not that they are both in one business because it is through the three parties.
So I would say this is a very special relationship. Right?
People need to understand.
Everyone leverage on each other so that I take care of you, but I won't go overboard, you won't go overboard, you know. It's that kind of a relationship between all three parties. Okay, so I just wanted
so I don't need to worry you are trying to shortchange me.
Not really.
Because the money comes out from your own pocket.
You see, customers ask me this question before. You say like, okay, transmission say jerking lah, okay? For instance jerking, and we say it's only valve body. Customer say no, not valve body. I read online, have to change this, okay? I mean this happens normally. Then the customer will say, you just trying to keep cost low. We trying to keep cost low by only replacing the valve body. Okay, so our question back to the customer is, why would I want you to come back a second time? The second visit from you back to our workshop, if there is still a problem, okay, say it was jerking and it still was jerking after the first repair. Now we have to do a second time. That means the workshop will charge us second labor. It's not going to be free, you know. Second time for dismantle, second time for assembling. So I mean that is cost on top of us.
It's not your workshop.
And it's not even our workshop. They bill us. So it's not like we employ the technician. So it's a fixed cost, you know. It's every time they do something to your car, we have to pay for it. So it doesn't make sense for us to shortchange your component so that we save the extra few hundred, 1,000 and bet on luck. It doesn't make sense for us. We try our best to identify what is wrong. I mean, we don't go extra mile to change something that is unnecessary. Because I mean, this is not authorized service center. Their method different. Their method will be this fault comes up, this whole thing change. So that is the slight difference.
So let's say after you have bought the extended warranty and you go to any other workshop that is not listed in the workshop, will that void the warranty?
Okay, it depends on you go to the workshop to do what. Okay, it depends a lot on what you do. For instance, you come to Prestige. Okay, you know that they can provide you tire change. You know they can provide. But you say, I don't like workshops that don't have their own tire. I just want to go out there to my friend's place and change tire. By all means, we cannot stop you from doing that. Okay?
But if halfway through you say that, one of my engine oil service was done elsewhere and it's not in the list,
that is void.
That is voided.
That is void.
Same as Toyota, Honda.
But I mean, a lot of people also ask us, hey, how can you void because I service outside? A lot of people ask this. But the same time when you're asking us this question is where we ask you back, how am I so sure when you service outside, who is the one servicing, what they did, what they use? I mean, you also know, we also know, all of us know. In Malaysia, Shell, can I say this? Imitator, I mean, it's not their fault.
There's a lot of imitation oil.
Basically, on the big brands, especially the big brands, it is flooded everywhere. And if you go outside, you look for a cheapskate, you know, under the tree service, we don't know what they use, and you cannot prove what they use. So that is the issue for us. Okay, so
there's risk there.
Yes, risk there.
And another thing, the warranty, let's say my car is a 2014 car. So something broke down and then warranty approved. So they will fix it, right? Can I expect the parts are all brand new?
No, sorry. It cannot be expected to be brand new.
Because my car is already old.
Your car is a used car. So what happened is, but I mean we have to highlight this also lah. Certain components, yes, we will use either refurbish, recondition, whatever terms you want to use. We will look into that kind of component. Okay? But there are certain parts where if cannot be done, we will directly go with brand new. Because like I say again, it comes back to us leveraging on whether it makes sense. Because certain components, if we do go with used, we know maybe it won't work as fine, or there might be another probability of something happen. Then we will straight away go into the conclusion to change new. But as long as there is an option,
as long as it's within the limit.
Yes.
So if I tell the workshop I insist I want
yes,
new,
okay.
Then it exceeded the.
Okay, so what happens is like this. This is the only time when we don't pay full. For instance, this component we found faulty, and we know there is a used component that can fit, and it will run. Say the cost is 5,000 all in, plus labor all in. But Bobby says no, I don't want. I rather top up to change new. Okay, say if to change new, part and labor is 8,000. So then this is the time where you have to top up the balance.
Definitely.
Because we already approved based on the used part. But like I said just now, there are cases where we already directly approve new part. Because it depends on what component it is. It depends a lot on what.
It's also up, I think it's up to the workshop.
Yes, they to recommend.
Which one is.
They will recommend us, right. But at the same time,
there's no point purposely go and find a used one.
For instance, like say the engine oil pump, internal oil pump. Unless it's a whole engine, half cut, we'll use that. If you are talking about dismantling it and certain components inside your car, you repair back everything, right? That one, I would say 95% of the time is brand new. We won't purposely go and find a oil pump used just to put in. Unless you're talking about half cut, then different story because it comes together. So what you do is just refurbish the engine and then you plug it in.
I think it's the same decision process when we ourselves, without a warranty, we go to a workshop. Right? The workshop will tell us, okay, your gearbox, you want to refurbish your gearbox, overhaul, or you want to order a brand new gearbox. Right? Most people will go for overhaul. Overhaul, you open it up, see what needs to be done, and then probably it costs you 6,000, 8,000. You order a brand new gearbox, 40,000.
Depends on brand lah. 40,000 is the cheaper brand lah.
Nissan GTR 100 over.
Something like that. I remember Ferrari, what model? Easily lah, mencecahkan 200,000.
Normal. Right.
So that's that part. So I mean, we cannot tell you that what part we're going to give you new, what part we're going to give you used. It all depends on at that point of time the technology in hand. Because for instance, when W205 launched, on the first year, basically nothing can be done used.
Of course.
C-Class, even though it's just a C-Class, but on the first year launch that Malaysia has this car, most likely nothing can be done used. Another 2 years down the road, then slowly, people start buying new software, people buy new diagnose tools, people buy new tools, special tools. So certain components that can be done on the use basis. So I mean, I cannot tell you beforehand, this will be new, this will be used. It all depends on, at that point of time, technology, advancement in terms of repair in Malaysia. Okay, so this is what is not covered. So basically, I can tell you this, you don't even have to look at what not covered. It's very simple. What is covered is covered. What is other than this, not covered.
So because you all list out everything.
Yeah, but I mean this is just to go a further extent. For instance, saying that God's wheel is not covered. If a tree wants to fall on your car, we cannot cover that. Things like that. So I mean this part. But on this part, the one thing that we always try to highlight to customer is overheat. Yes, overheat. We have met before people who don't care. Or maybe they don't know. I won't say don't care, I'll say they don't know. They don't know that there is a temperature gauge in the instrument cluster. So they just continue drive and drive and drive and drive and drive until the worst case that we have met before is you cannot even manually crank the car anymore. It overheats until you cannot, we tow the car in. Before you down the engine, all foremen say they will try to manually crank the engine just to know, how much is the extent of the damage. This particular case is you cannot manually crank the engine anymore. Basically, the piston melt, then cool down, harden, stick in the block already. Yes, this happened before. How? He was lucky and unlucky. Yeah, he was lucky that the car didn't burn down. Okay. He was unlucky that smoke didn't really come out and he was driving fast. Maybe smoke did come out because he was driving so fast he didn't see. So it was at a high temperature and
he didn't realize the temperature gauge.
I don't know whether he realized or didn't realize or we don't know lah. I'm not there, we're not there at that point. But I mean, even things like this could happen. So I mean, what we always try to highlight to the customer is, if temperature is moving on the upward motion, just faster stop your car, off your car, call for help. Of all the faults that can happen, overheating is one of the worst. I mean, you can even have your car going into limp mode, safe mode, 40-60 kilometer restriction of speed. But at least the car can still move slowly. But when your car is overheating, basically just stop. Why? Under the warranty is, if you overheat the engine, we will not cover anything at all. And overheating can be easily proved. Gasket take out, burn, gautim, settle. This is memang overheat. That means knowingly that the car is overheating, but you continue ramming it. Because for instance, I mean, I bet you driving so many years, so many cars, you met before also. There are a few cases of overheating one. Symptom, I would say actual overheating case, but symptom. One type is maybe you suddenly very fast. That one usually is oil cooler bojo, things like that, yao cham shui, things like that, suddenly comes up. But your engine don't suddenly get damaged. Okay? Just stop the car, put one side, call for help. That's case scenario one. Scenario two, you drive, then you park, you maybe a traffic light, you stop your car. Then you see, wait, go up. Then you tekan minyak, you jalan. You thought the needle rosak because it starts coming down. No, the needle didn't rosak. It's maybe your fan is not fully functioning or the cooling system is not functioning at maximum level, optimum level. So when your car is moving, air blows in, that's why the temperature start coming down again. But when you stop, the traffic light start going up. But there are people who think, no lah, not so soy one. Meter rosak only. I test, 2 more traffic light, I test. So but this type of case is where people continue going until a certain point, that's it, bye-bye, gone, no more. So overheating is the one thing that we always try to caution all our customers.
Once overheat, the whole warranty is voided.
Gone.
Right?
I won't say the whole warranty, but for that claim it's voided.
Okay, okay.
We don't void the whole warranty. But for that engine claim, no more.
Okay.
So that is the most important
Because
part.
I think overheating is a sign of abuse also.
Yeah, because
that means you neglect first, you keep neglecting, and resulting in your neglect, your neglect can be concluded as abuse. Because you just don't want to get it settled, right?
Because I mean to overheat and damage the internal parts of the engine.
It's very serious.
It doesn't happen like that.
Okay.
It doesn't, it's not an instant thing that it gets damaged.
Yeah.
It definitely requires a period of time.
Persistency.
Persistency, It requires persistency also.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying that it requires 3 hours, 3 days, but it requires a period of time where you do not care about its situation and continue to run on it. That's why we cannot cover that part. Okay, so other than that, then we have reached to your service maintenance record.
Okay.
This one is just the lack of servicing, abuse, foreign matter, overheat. These are just conditions.
What if you pass the service time? Like after, let's say, 6 months, you don't come into service, then you come into service on the 8th or 9th month. What will happen?
Then we will void the warranty.
Oh, okay.
Then we will void the warranty. Because we already provide the allowance there.
There's an allowance of
allowance 500 kilometers, 10 days.
10 days and 500 kilometers.
Which should be quite sufficient.
10 days quite nice already.
Should
Last
be
time
quite sufficient.
some official car maker did 2 days.
I mean, should be quite sufficient. So this is the service record.
Yeah.
We put in a bit extra boxes for you, but it's not a compulsory thing. The compulsory is just for you to come into workshop and perform your minor service only on the car. But what we put in the engine oil logo, the transmission, and the brake pads is because we feel that this is a safety issue.
Yeah.
We just want to provide our customers a place where they can refer. I'm not saying that you need you to do this service, don't worry. We just want to provide the reminder for our customers because we find this to be a safety issue. Okay, the transmission, that was quite normal just to be there as a reminder for the customers. So if you want the workshop to do any remark for your next service, there's a box for you as well. So other than that, it's quite straightforward on this part.
Okay.
That's it.
So, okay, let's say now my car got issued and I want to claim warranty. I need to have this booklet, right?
Yes, you do.
Because you guys would verify my service.
Yes.
If I lost the booklet,
okay, if you lose the booklet, number one, we will still have a record of your details.
Service and all that.
Because when
With
when today everything fill in,
Yeah.
okay, we will keep back one copy.
Yeah.
So at least we have the details. Okay.
This is your identity number.
Yeah, the number, the running number for the booklets.
Okay.
So in terms of service, definitely we do not know where you service your car.
Yeah.
Okay. But what we do, if you tell us it's lost, what we will do is we will ask you where you done your service. I mean, you will not remember when and what time, what mileage even, but you will at least remember where you done it. For instance, roughly you tell me, "Hey Gerard, I think I done it 3 months back in Prestige." Good enough. I will call Prestige. Then we will check with Prestige whether it was done here. We will ask them to provide the proof to us. You don't have to do it. Normally we do. It's our panel workshop. We do. We will ask them to provide the proof to us. Once everything's verified, go ahead. Don't worry.
Okay.
We won't just because the booklet is lost and then we tell you no such thing because we do have certain record of your warranty.
So, if something happened to my car, I bring it to authorized, not authorized, within the panel workshops and tell them I have my extended warranty, and then then they will go through the car and then tell me whether it's covered or not.
Yes.
Right? Then they will also inform you guys.
Usually the process is like this. You come in because I mean, as a driver owner of the car, you don't actually know what is wrong with the car.
Yeah.
Okay, what you know is a symptom
Yeah.
of the problem.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to use the word symptom here. Sometimes people take symptom as problem. You know the symptom of the problem. You don't know the problem. Customers jump into conclusion. They also want us to give answers based on conclusion, which we don't. What we do is, you know the symptom, so you bring it in, the workshop will troubleshoot, identify where the component is causing the whole problem. And if this component falls under the coverage, even if they are in doubt, say that they are in doubt, this component, it might be, it might not be, they're not sure. What we tell them to do is, if you're not sure, just send. Just send.
Yeah.
Because after you send, then we will assess. We will come, we will have a look, we will survey, we will check.
Okay. Okay. So in the event that my warranty was rejected, what can I do?
In the event if your warranty is rejected, you can always query us first, ask us why the reject. But definitely when we reject, there are always a very good cause for the rejection. For instance,
but I am a customer, I will always try my best
yes, but we
to not pay ma.
Yes.
Right? I will either threaten you or say it's unfair.
I mean the threaten.
Then I will go Google and write something bad about you.
there's nothing much we can do.
Then I'll go to Facebook and say you guys are liars and cheaters.
Okay, just give you an answer on that. We even had customers where we successfully claimed for him, and we're still called cheaters. You know why, brother? The claim was for a steering rack. I don't want to mention car model
Okay.
So it was for steering rack. So the claim was done. So it's a Continental car. When you replace the steering rack,
BMW.
no, it's a Mercedes. So when you replace the steering rack, there is coding to be done. Online coding to be done. So in the warranty coverage, we cover the labor, we cover the parts. We do not cover the coding programming. Okay.
Which is 1,000 plus 2,000.
For his case, it was quite cheap. Because we understand that it has to come out from his pocket, we try to ask the workshop on goodwill to provide a better pricing. It was not even up to 1,000. So he said we cheated him. But Bobby, you know lah, steering racks don't come in 800 or 1,000. It was a multiple of what he was paying. And I don't want to mention the price. I mean, you can go and check lah. Steering rack, it doesn't come cheap price. So even in that case, customer will still say we are cheating. But we did fall under whatever I promised you before, even when we just started. I told you, parts, labor, we cover, number one. Number two, we cover up to our limit. So, I mean, we didn't shortchange him, but he will still say we are cheating. So, I mean, in terms of rejection, I mean full rejection. Usually full rejection will happen because number one, you void your service. Okay? So basically when you void your service, we will assess, and once the decision comes out, usually it's very hard to overturn that. Okay? Number two is if this component really does not fall under the coverage list. I mean, for instance, this can happen. I'm just telling you, for example, say a customer comes in, say, hey, I got buy warranty. Workshop tell him, but boss, this is steering issue. Say steering rack lah. No, I bought warranty, you submit claim. Workshop will do. We told workshop before, if customer insists,
then you'll just reject them.
Please submit. No, they don't reject. It's not their authority to reject. Please just submit. When you submit, we will reject.
Yeah, you guys reject.
So, I mean, this happened before also. Customer will tell workshop what to submit. So
basically, everybody trying their best to to outsmart each other lah.
Yes.
In a way lah. But
So
that's black and white.
yes.
Everything goes back to black and white.
Yes. What we do is, like I said, our approach to the warranty. There's two types of approach to a claim of the warranty. Okay. I mean, not from the customer's point of view, from our point of view. There's two types of approach. The first approach is I come in to find fault to reject you. That's the first approach. That means when your car comes in, your claim comes in, the first thing I do is not what is your problem. The first thing I do is, can I reject your claim? Did you service? Did you do this? Did you do that? You know? Our approach is always, we don't want to know whether you service your car first or not. what's the problem with your car? What is the component that is in suspect of fault? What can be done? Okay, then after that we go through whether you follow the service schedule. Are you still within the warranty period? Did you abuse the car? Then we come to this. Our approach is this way. So I mean, I'm not saying that we will pay every claim, but what I'm saying is whatever is written, we will honor in that sense.
Okay. Yep. There's a reason. Put it this way, I always believe this thing. Nobody can cheat their way to become one of the biggest in the industry. Right? It's impossible. If you're not being honest at the first place, you will just end up being small and maybe withered off. So, yep, I think that's the booklet that you will receive when you get your Evoclub extended warranty, which we partner with GMR. And what else?
That's it. Done.
Oh, okay. So next step is to inspect my next car.
Yeah.
My next car. Yeah. When I think I'll arrange with them, no?
Yeah. I mean, you can come. I think most of any
So
time.
today, what do I need to do? I fill up my car.
I'll fill up for you later. I'll get it done.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. So guys, any more questions? Come to us or in the comments. And this is Gerard from GMR. Yeah. And this is. Cheers. Yes, so I've gotten my warranty booklet, and now this car is under warranty, and I can start abuse it.
Thank you for.
So this is this is the Evoclub extended warranty program, and come to the website below to understand more. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, the mandatory.
No handshake. Social distancing.
Social distancing. Okay. Now.